Welcome all to the latest episode of Retro Gamer Nation, and the latest edition of the C64 Roundup, where we take a look at a number of the latest releases and a few previews that have grabbed our attention in the past couple of months. Let's kick things off with a couple of games that were released to celebrate the recent festive season. Starting off with Sarah Jane Avery's Sandtron, a Christmas-themed version of a shoot-'em-up game, Neutron. Outside of the graphics and music, Sandtron more or less plays the same as Neutron, and as such will provide a satisfying shooting experience. I personally found the Christmas theme a little distracting, and as such wasn't able to enjoy Sandtron as much as Neutron, but it's still all a bit of fun. You can grab a copy of Sandtron from Sarah's itch.io page. The next Christmas themed game is Mike Richmond's Free 64. The premise behind the game is to score as many points as you can by dropping parcels down chimneys and enemies before the moon sets. The graphics are credited to have been done by Mike's daughter, and they suit the purpose of the game well. This is a simple and fun game to bring out once a year. Free 64 was made available on Christmas Eve to subscribers of the Free 64 fanzine, but you can grab your copy from Mike's itch.io page. Graham Axton, the coder behind the Bare Essentials, has released Manic Miner 64 DX. This is an enhanced version of the original C64 version of Manic Miner that features changes to colours, enemy placements, speeds and timings to closely mimic the game experience offered by the ZX Spectrum version, while also taking the time to improve the in-game music. Manic Miner 64 DX gives you the choice to play the original C64 version and throws in some built-in trainers. I've never played Manic Miner previously, and to be honest, I think it's a game that has not aged well, but I do know many who quite enjoy what the game offers. If you like the original, you'll most likely enjoy this. While we are on a nostalgia trip, let's look at Donkey Kong Jr. Game & Watch by Arla Games. When I first heard that this Game & Watch title was ported to C64, I thought to myself, what a waste of energy. But as soon as I started moving Junior around, it immediately brought back fantastic memories of playing the game on an actual Game & Watch device back in the early 80s, and it feels close to an original playing experience as possible. Look, gameplay here is limited, but the execution is top class and worth a play if nothing else but for the nostalgic purposes. The game can be downloaded from Arla Games' itch.io page. Okay, how about we take a pause from the recent releases and check out some games currently in development. We have an impressive collection of previews to show you in this episode, so sit back and enjoy. More C64 has revealed a one-stage demo of the Chaos Engine 64. This port looks very promising, but the developer does have a track record of suspending work after finishing off one-level demos of his previous projects, so we'll see if the work on the Chaos Engine 64 progresses. Carlton Handley is currently busy developing Millie and Molly Meet Malicious Monsters. Millie and Molly is inspired by the Nintendo Game Boy game Cat Trap and is set to include some great features such as 2-player mode, rewind mode, fun arcade-style action, full-size graphics and smoother animations. Taking a look at the video, it's clear to see Hanley is on track to provide C64 gamers with a quality release in 2020. Simon Jameson has been busy working away on a Super Smash Bros. Style of game that features selectable characters and game environments. This one is sure to be a great multiplayer game, but those of us with no friends will be keen for an engaging one-player experience. And here we have the working progress of Street Fighter Championship Edition by Parkoblog64. Development on this project did start almost 2 years ago, and there's no indication as to when this game will be ready, but I bet there'll be many keen to see the finished product when it is finally delivered. Okay, back to recent releases. Robots Rumble by Digital Monastery was a submission to the 2019 RGCD 16KB kart competition, and it has just got a physical release courtesy of Bitmap. Robots Rumble sees you being sent to different planets to guide broken robots through various hazards and into the lava to be destroyed with the help of 2 big magnets. Robots Rumble is a fun puzzle game, and the Bitmap Sock version features the original soundtrack replacing the copyrighted protected music that was used in the original version. Go on and grab your physical copy from Bitmap Sock. What does the C64 round up without another game for Richard Bayless at TND? In the months leading up to Christmas, Richard teased that he would be releasing a new game that was not a shoot 'em up and not a see-out game. I was excited. So out came Amazon Tales, and well, I don't know about you, but to me this plays like a shooter and even looks like it was made with a see-out engine, except that it scrolls from left to right. The graphics look good, but the playfield is limited and the enemy attack waves are poor. Oh well, we'll have to wait a little longer for Richard to produce something to the quality of Transector or Crystal Vortex. Amazon Tales can be downloaded for free from the TND website. From Turtle Panda, we have a nice little single button game called Lily Lander. The objective is to get your frog to jump from one lily pad to the next. The length of your frog's jump is determined by the length of the time you hold down the joystick button. Once you let go, the frog executes the jump. The longer the distance of a successful jump, the more points are awarded. Keep on racking up the points until you mistime the jump and sink into the water. Lily Lander is a deceptively enjoyable score attack game and can be downloaded from Turtle Panda's itch.io page. King's Valley is a port of an MSX game released by Konami in 1985. It's an arcade platform game that sees you guiding your explorer around 15 different pyramids collecting gems while avoiding enemies. You can collect items such as daggers and pickaxes to help you with your quest, but when you are holding such an item, you are not able to jump, and as such there is a strategic element to the game. Initially thinking it was a single screen game, the game opens up further to show the pyramids are multi-screen, and that this is something more than a Lode Runner clone. Despite the layers of depth on offer, the difficulty curve was a bit too much for me, and there are plenty of other more accessible arcade platform games on offer on the C64, so my motivation to persist with King's Valley was short-lived. Those of you looking for a challenge and some old school charm may enjoy this game, and you can grab your copy for free from Rebeat magazine. And the final recent release for this episode is Crazy Blaster, developed by Mika Keranen. Crazy Blaster is a mix between the games Thrust and Space Taxi, where your job is to destroy all of the alien enemies and save the cosmonauts on each level. This game is crazy hard as you try to master the use of thrusts in order to progress across wide chasms and blasting away the enemies. While Crazy Blaster is often frustrating, it does have a strong addictive element to the gameplay and will have you saying just one more try over and over again. Crazy Blaster is available in physical cart format from the future as 8-bit. So that's a wrap on this roundup episode. You better hold on, as 2020 is going to be a fantastic year for the C64, as we will have an abundance of commercial grade titles coming our way. I'm going to leave you with this clip showing a racing game currently under development by ACID with graphics by hand and sound by NM156, and it's expected to be released as a public domain title. Until next time, bye for now.